Hello, girlfriend, Lisa. So, we were founded in 1823. The purpose of Oxford Union at the time was that a group of students came together and wanted to debate democracy and monarchy. The university did not allow that. So then that group came and founded their own secret society, a debating club, a society for free speech where no one can limit what they can say. And in 1823, their group founded the Oxford Union Society. One of the founders was Prime Minister Gladstone. He later became the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Since 1823, we have debated a lot of important and controversial topics. This chamber was founded in 1827. As you can see, replicates the House of Commons. You have the side of the government, the side of opposition. So all of our debates happen in the form of this house believes ChatGPT is better than a tutor, which was the debate today. Or this house believes that environmental policies of the 21st century do not serve the long term for the world, whatever. So the government debates, the opposition opposes. These are the debate boxes. They were given to us by Churchill from the House of Commons. As you can see, this one is a bit higher than this. Anyone, any guesses? We have a lot of EMBAs. Any guesses why is this debate box inch or two higher than this one? No?
For the yay?
No, this is because the burden is on the government. When the government brings a policy, it's on them to prove it, to convince the people. The opposition does not have that burden. So that's why it's a bit higher. So Churchill debated this with the Oxford Union. So some of the debates that we did that were very controversial around World War II, the Oxford Union debated that this house will not fight for the king and country. And they became very controversial, and it was spread around the world as the Oxford Pledge. Even Hitler was convinced that the people of the United Kingdom are not with their government, and from American governments were angry. Hitler got that this is an opportunity, and we just started bombing the UK more. But beyond that, we have debated, for instance, the first time the idea of African Union was discussed over here, in terms of the people that have come and debated Oxford, Ronald Reagan, Winston Churchill, Mother Teresa, Dalai Lama, Queen Elizabeth. In the modern times, last time alone, we had Sean Payne, Jordan Peterson. So you name it, from left to right, all the prominent speakers in the world have come and debated the Oxford Union. Malcolm X came over here and debated the infamous topic of we need to do whatever necessary in order to achieve justice. I'm just paraphrasing the topic. You will see some of the busts and also some portraits. These are ex-officers who were either presidents or also one of the Oxford Union officers and then became prominent in the world, i.e. heads of state or head of government. So Benazir Bhutto, for instance, she was the first ever female Prime Minister of Pakistan. She used to be the president of the Oxford Union. You have the bust from Prime Minister Gladstone, Macmillan, and what happens is you can see that Gladstone is looking straight at the chair. So this is the chair of the president. So this is where the president sits. The idea is that even people in power need to be accountable. So it's like the look of the gaze of accountability. You see Macmillan is also looking at the chair. And as you see that this is the chair for the president. This is where the librarian, what we call technically the vice president, the treasurer sits, and the secretary. We minute everything. So for the last 200 years, any debate that has happened over here is minuted. So we also have recordings of some debates from audio recordings starts from 1970s. Now imagine some of the most popular people that are in the world now, when they were students, they debated those things, and there has been a lot of controversial stuff. If you go into our archives, some of the most controversial debates. Boris Johnson, for instance, was the president of Oxford Union when he was here at Oxford. And the kind of things he has debated are very interesting, and you can find those into our archives. But this is one part of it. All of our debates are recorded. They go on YouTube. We have up to 2.some million subscribers on our YouTube. Some of our videos are seen by 11 million, 12 million people. But beyond the chamber, we also have, you went to the Gladstone room, you saw the Goodman Library, we have our own bar, we have another library, and multiple rooms. And this is all just for members, and the members are Oxford University students. But the society is run by students. So I'm a student, Lisa, for instance, is on the governing body, she's a student, And the students are responsible for kind of like the financial management, the day-to-day events, and everything. And that also means there's a lot of petty politics. So the politics here is really cutthroat. Like people go to extreme lengths to bring each other down. So if you look in Google, the Oxford Union, now in the last 1 week, we have been in BBC, in the Washington Post, in the Daily Mail, in the Telegraph, because of the student politics that happened there. In the last 1 week, there have been 2 votes of no confidence against the current president and the future president. So this is how much the politics takes place here. And it also explains a lot of kind of like the political element of why the UK or the British politics is the way it is, because a lot of training takes place here. But not just for Britain, but a lot of like countries around the world, people that are very motivated about politics, they join the Oxford Union, they work under extreme pressure. So let me give you one example. We had a debate in last year around the same time on the topic. When I was not the president, I was the president-elect, someone else was the president. The topic was this house believes that Israel is an apartheid state committing genocide. It was an extremely charged debate. After the debate, we were on every news that why has the Oxford Union allowed this, the way we conducted. We were under such scrutiny that we got emails, messages, and everything to like give a statement. We had to hire, as a student body, we had to hire professionals to like draft a statement. And the professionals we hired were former advisors to the late Queen. Now, the statement they gave to us was awful. So by the time I took the presidency, those are the people working for us, but they were so awful, I had to fire them. Instead, the students, our own committee, we issued our own statement that we knew it was. So at times, while it is run by students, but the kind of things we do here are often the same that you will do at a government level, you will do at a big organizational level, because the kind of scrutiny we are at a global level is almost the same. So for instance, recently there has been a vote of no confidence against the future president, not this term's president, on the basis because he messaged in a group chat when Charlie Kirk got murdered, he said, celebrated it, and it went viral. From Elon Musk to any person you name it tweeted about it, and it's got like 90 million tweets just alone. So that is the level of scrutiny at times at a student level, and it teaches us a lot. So we operate in a very intense environment. But with that being said, it's fun. Beyond the debates we do, we have balls, we have board parties, we drink, we have great social life. So you guys are members. A lot of EMBAs are automatically members. You guys can always come and join. But yes, that is a brief introduction to Oxford Union. Happy to answer anything. Jobal, you want to say something?
I heard there's boxing nights as well.
Yes, we did. So this chamber at times, while it's debating hot, becomes also a nightclub in a sense when we do balls. We put these chairs, all of these chairs on the sides, and there's nightclub, basically music, but it also becomes a boxing ring. So we did an event called Town vs. Down, which means that the Oxford students box the Oxford residents. So the first time we did in